Hi there, this is Ethan Wise, and this video is in our training series for our Abundance Action Network, which is found on Facebook. And you can also find me on wisemindbodyhealing.com or Ethan Wise on Facebook. Feel free to send me a friend request. This is a two-part series. This is part one, and the focus and the intention of this training, which is also a workshop, is to explore the idea of questions and how important the questions are. Everybody in life is seeking answers. Everybody is looking for answers, running after answers, stressing out about having the answer and knowing what to do. We really focus on the answer so much that we forget that before we get an answer, we have to ask a question. And oftentimes our question is weak, so we get a weak answer. And what I'm proposing here, let's focus on that question, because I guarantee you, once you have a good question, you will get really good answers and you will have a hard time not getting an answer. It'll be difficult avoiding an answer coming to you if you have the right question. And let's get started. So I encourage you to get a pen and a paper or open a document like this one. Let's take a look at the concept of deadly questions. What are deadly questions? Deadly questions look like this. How come I can't make enough money? How come I can't find the love of my life? How come I don't want to stop smoking? Why is it that I just can't stop smoking? How come I keep repeating the same mistakes? Okay, how come I keep getting headaches? Why does my knee hurt? Okay, these are deadly questions because the answers that you get are bad answers. And because the answers are not real answers. They are simply negative statements. Let's take a look at this. Ask yourself, how come I can't make enough money? What comes to your mind first? Because you suck, because you just don't know how. These aren't useful answers, are they? In fact, you're not even asking a question. What you're saying is, I can't make enough money. You're just putting a question mark and saying, how come? How come I can't make enough money? That's what you're saying. Just say that to yourself right now. I can't make enough money because I suck, I'm stupid, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing that happened when this statement was disguised as a question. When you speak negatively, when you ask a negative question, you get negative statements. They're not even answers. I'm not going to say they're answers, they're statements. Saying one negative statement produces and allows for more negative statements to come to you. Okay? Changing this deadly question into a good question is our goal. And the recipe for that is simple. Let's call it killing a deadly question. First, you want to speak about the thing that you want. Okay? So in the example of making enough money, and you asking, how come I can't make enough money? That's actually good because you're speaking about making enough money, right? So that's really easy to change. All you have to do is change it to say, how can I, what does it take to, and what can I do So think of something like that, okay? So you ask by saying, how can I, what does it take to, and what can I do, what does it take, yeah, and all of that. Think of different ways to ask questions down this same spirit of asking. Exploring is the spirit that we want, okay? You can have a doubly bad, deadly question, such as, I keep getting headaches. How come I keep getting headaches? This is bad because you're speaking about headaches and you don't want headaches, but you're asking about the headaches. So if you've watched my video on creating belief statements and affirmations, you will see that there is a similarity here. We want to speak about the things that we want, not the things that we don't want. We want to ask questions about the things that we want, not the things that we don't want. So here, you speak of the things that you want. So what's the opposite of a headache? Headache is pain, right? Try to find an opposite to that pain. Peace in my body, calmness in my head, healthy brain. Okay? If you can't think of that, think of a sensation. So hot, pressure, nausea, pounding, that's headache. Red color. Okay? So think of a sensation or think of a color. And then get the opposite of that. So hot will become cool. How can I have a cool head? How can I have a stable mind, head? How can I feel whole? How can I have a healthy head? How can I have a calm head? Okay? Or if you got a color for it, you would say, well, how can I turn red into blue? We don't want to speak about red, so we will say, how can I have more blue? Simply refer to it by the color. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. So first thing, get rid of the negative word, get rid of the thing that you don't want and speak of what you want. Change the pain into the opposite, what you want. If you can't think of a word, think of a sensation like pressure. Think of a color, even think of a texture like rough. Change it. Rough becomes smooth, red becomes blue, pounding becomes calm, and so on. And then add words to it like, how can I, what does it take, and what can I do? That's all you have to do. So with this example, we change how can I, why can I not make enough money, to how can I make enough money? And this is the question that we ended with. And this is a good question because if you ask yourself out loud, how can I make enough money? You might hear, I don't know, but ask it again. You will start getting answers. Well, maybe you can try this. Well, maybe you can try that. That's much better than what we started with, which was because you suck, because you don't know how. So thank you for watching. I hope this was useful to you. Look for part 2 of this video where we will explore this process further. This is part 1. There's part 2 and 3. And that will help you transform your answers by transforming your questions. I see this working with clients. I've worked with hundreds of clients using this technique. Okay, this is a blended approach that I took from multiple therapeutic methods, including motivational interviewing, solution-focused therapies, psychological kinesiology, which is Psych-K, and hypnosis, and creative visualization. I put all that together into this system, and now you know how to do it. So watch part 2 and you will know more. And if you are not a part of our Facebook group, look for us, the Abundance Action Network. And if you want to get a hold of me, the best place would be Facebook, Ethan Wise, or Wise Mind Body Healing, or on the YouTube channel if you're seeing this on YouTube. Otherwise, you are likely seeing this on Facebook, and then you'll be able to find me that way. Okay, I wish you all the best And until the next part 2, be healthy.